Hey you guys, I'm finally here with a highly requested video. I'm glowing, y'all. Can y'all? Good skin, yes. But anyway, I'm here with a highly requested video. It's about my basic training experience and my AIT experience. AIT stands for Advanced Individual Training in your job or your MOS in the military. I'm here to tell you guys the real deal, the real spill, you feel me? Because I always get questions like, oh, how did you join the military? How you like the military? How's the military doing you? And I'm finna get y'all, I'm gonna keep it $1 with y'all. Y'all feel me? $1. So basically, this all started with thinking about joining. I graduated out of high school. I'm class of 2017. I graduated out of high school, and I always thought about doing the military, but I never thought, me personally, that I would do it because of just the type of person I am. I'm a girly girl, and I'm not athletic at all, and I'm a homebody. I'm lazy. I'm not into working out. So I never thought that the military was personally for me, but I did. Your senior year in high school, usually recruiters come around, whoop-de-woo, all of that, and I have a very awesome recruiter. You feel me? So I have a very awesome recruiter who talked with me time after time or whatever. But honestly, I say join the military. It has to be up to you. No one can force you to do it unless you want to do it. So that's personally the first step, is you wanting to do it. It's definitely a change. It's definitely a new experience. It was the best experience I ever had in my life, and I will never forget any type of experience like this one. I just will never forget it. It was awesome. It was draining. It was making me nervous. It was making me excited. I went through every single emotion, literally every emotion I went through by joining the military. So you talk to a recruiter first. Right, boom, I'm interested in joining the military. Okay, cool. Time to pick your job. So you pick your job based off a test that you take. Your job in the military is called your MOS. I really don't even know what it means. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'll come back to y'all on that one. But yes, you pick your job based off your results on your test. The test that you take is called the ASVAB. Anybody that wants to join any form of military, as you guys know, I'm Army. So if you want to join Army, Navy, Air Force, National Guard, Reserves, Air Guard, Marines, Coast Guard, anything else I forgot? Yeah. You take the ASVAB. The ASVAB basically just tests your knowledge on math, arithmetic, reading, writing, vocab, problem solving, all different types of stuff. It's basically like taking the SAT, but for the military. The most basic score to pass the ASVAB is a 31. That's the lowest score to pass. So you have to make a 31 or above. Now me, I had to take it maybe 2 or 3 times. Once because your score expires every 3 months, and also because I wanted to hire my scores because I wanted a better job opportunity. So when I first thought about even joining the military or the Army, I felt like doing the reserves. I wanted to be a reservist, and I wanted to be a cook, and I just wanted to go to school. But after talking to recruiters, especially my recruiter, the one I talked to the most, the one I liked out of them all, I decided that, you know, it was best for me to go active because I tried college. So I graduated 2017. I went to college for the that summer semester following after graduation, and then I went in the fall, and I realized, like, hey, it's time for me to go to the military. So I picked my MOS on my job, as you guys know it as. My job was supply. So basically, I'm a unit supply specialist. I supply my unit with resources. Basically, that's what I do. So it's kind of like I would say warehouse, but not warehouse. I don't know how to translate it, but I was supply. So I was supplying supply. So, okay, cool. Got my job down. You got to take a OPEC test before you ship out. So I got when you pick your job, you pick your ship out date. Fortunately, my ship out date was like literally a week. I literally signed my contract, and a week later, I was leaving. So I did not have enough time to play. I didn't have enough time to say goodbye to everybody. I did not have enough time to do nothing. Literally, I would, like, you know, when you pray for something and then it just happened, like, poof. God wasn't playing with me. He said he tired of me wasting my own time, and it was time for me to go. So literally a week later was my ship out day. So I shipped out January 8th. And I went to MIPS. I swore in again put my right hand up, and, you know, this will defend, blase, blase. I was scared. I was like, I ain't never really just being far away from home. You know what I'm saying? I was never really scared of boot camp, of the yelling, because I'm African. My mama yell all the time, so that wasn't an issue. But my issue was mostly getting fit. But every time I would ask people, how is basic training? Oh, they'll be like, it's a mental game. It's a mental game. Basic training is a mental game. If you ain't getting nothing from this video, basic training is a mental game. So basically, they're going to test you physically and mentally, mostly mentally, because you can get... Me, I was out of shape when I went. So they physically got me in shape. You're going to work out. You don't have a choice. You're going to get smoked. You feel me? So you're going to have corrective action. So you're going to be in shape, period. But I was always mentally strong. So I was like, I'm prepared for whatever. I left. I went to South Carolina. I did 10 weeks at basic training in Columbia, South Carolina. A little bit. It was called Fort Jackson. What's Fort Jackson? And it was a little bit outside of Columbia, South Carolina. When I tell y'all it was cold. It was so cold when I went. I'm from Houston, Texas. Y'all already know this. So when I went to South Carolina, I was shivering me timbers. Like, I was shaking in my combat boots. Like, it wasn't for me. I thought many times about quitting, but I'm like, I'm a hustler. I'm a G. I'm from the South. You feel me? I can't let the weather get to me. The worst part about basic was the weather. I made genuine friendships. I met the best people in my life. I met people I probably would never have talked to if it wasn't for the military. Like, the military brings thousands of people together. Like, literally, your battle buddies are everything. So the hardest part for me was maybe, like, besides physical, you take PT test. A PT test is physical training test. So basically, is the minimum for females is 19 push-ups, 54 sit-ups, and you got to run a mile and a half in 18 minutes and 45 seconds. No, not a mile and a half. Please, I'm thinking about the Air Force. You got to run 2 miles in 18 minutes and 45 seconds. So for me, I was always good at running, but I found out quickly at basic training that I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe when I ran. Like, I can run, but I can't breathe. Like, it was just horrible. Like, it was horrible. Like, my lungs couldn't take that dry air. It was cold and dry up there, and it just could not take that dry air. So that was that. I could not do a single push-up when I went to basic. I literally could not do a push-up. Like, I can do a push-up, but I wasn't doing them to the standard of the military. So it was literally like a mess. I was a mess in basic. I was a lost cause. All my battle buddies know that every chance I could say I wanted to go home, I would say I wanted to go home. I would be like, nah, I can't do this. I want to go home, drill sergeant. My drill sergeant thought I was so bougie, and I was just so uppity, and I was just so spoiled, which I was. And it really made me grow up. Basic training really made me grow up. You also, they didn't tell me at basic that you also got to qualify on your weapon. You got to shoot. So if you need glasses, get that together before you leave. You also, they're going to give you glasses though if you need glasses. You also got to do ruck marches. Ruck marches are basically, I'm a translator for civilians. It's basically taking a hike with a lot of gear on. Basically, your weapon is on you at all times at basic training. The hardest part for me probably at basic training was qualifying on my weapon, because I literally cannot shoot. Like, I was literally at the range. When I say you're going to be at the range from the morning to the nighttime, you're going to be at the range from the morning to the nighttime. And I was one of those people that was at the range from the morning to the nighttime. And you have to qualify. You have to hit 23 targets to qualify. That's the most basic. So aim got to be on. Sight picture got to be on. Position got to be on. Breathing got to be on. Trigger squeeze got to be on. All of that has to be on. So I say, before you get to basic, make sure you're in shape. You don't have to be in the best of shape. I went to basic with personal trainers, so they helped me train. My drill sergeant helped me train. My battle, the whole company helped me train, because I was that soldier that was just wasn't motivated. I feel like you should be motivated. I was not motivated. Like, the only time I was motivated when it was like a phone call, or like, this your last PT test, Conte. You gotta, you gotta buckle up. You gotta tighten up so you can go home. Like, every time I took my PT test, like, I'm telling you, if they tell me to run from here to probably this door right here, I wouldn't even want to run. But if they be motivating me, like, hey, that's how you. I had a drill sergeant that always would be like, that's how you make your money. That's how you make your money. Pass that PT test. Baby, when I tell you I ain't failed no PT test, I failed my first PT test, and after that, I was so motivated. I was like, gotta pass the rest of the PT test, because I don't want to be here longer. So I'm running that 2 miles. I literally, like, everybody know me. When I run my 2 miles, my eyes be closed, bro. I be like, bro, gotta go home, gotta go home, gotta go home. Be about to die, be about to cry, but I gotta go home. So that's what be motivating me. So if anything, just stay motivated. I can't tell y'all how everybody's experience was, because I know people who I've talked to before that was like, I hated it, it was horrible. But I had a good experience at basic training. Like, I can't lie, I can't cap to y'all. Like, I can write a book about that. Like, it was fun, you feel me? Like, in the process, it's like, I'm irritated, I want to go home, I can't do this yelling. But eventually you start laughing about that stuff. Like, one get in trouble, you all get in trouble. It's so funny. I got cursed out a lot in basic because I was the type of person, like, I don't like sounding off. Sounding off is speaking up. Like, I never spoke up. Like, if I was being spoken to, then yeah, I spoke up. But as far as like when we did our what's the stuff called? When we did our cadences, you gonna learn what that is. It's when you sing and march. I never spoke up because I just was not motivated. So I say you just stay motivated. Find something and stay motivated. Go to church too. Church is the best spot to sleep. Lord, just forgive me. But church is the best spot to sleep, and it's the best spot to see your other battle buddies in different companies. Church is also a best spot to literally like speak to the chaplain, you know, communicate with your God, being just the spirit. Like, every time I used to look forward to Saturdays and Sundays because I'd go to church and I'd be so super happy. Like, church was amazing for me. So that brings me to AIT. So since in basic training, everybody's together, no matter your job or your MOS. But in AIT, they separate you guys by your different MOSs. So I was supply. So everybody's AIT except I think engineers, mechanics. No, mechanics are at Fort Lee. Engineers are maybe 42 Alphas, human resources, and other weird jobs that I don't know about are different places. But everybody else MOS headquarters is at AIT is at Fort Lee, Virginia. So basically, AIT was the best time of my life. I had so much fun at AIT. I would do AIT again. I would do AIT again 100 times. Like, okay, not 100 times, but AIT was amazing. You met different people that y'all was at the same battalion with at basic, but you guys, you know, were split up, and it was just a good combination. I had good experiences at AIT. You don't qualify on your weapon at AIT. You're mostly just learning your job, like at AIT, like what you finna do. You're advanced in your training. You do take 2 PT tests at AIT. My AIT was 8 weeks long, 8 weeks and 3 days, 4 days. I don't remember, but it was definitely fun. Like, I had nothing bad about AIT. The only thing that pissed me off at AIT was the marching, like the formations and the weather. Like, everything that pissed me off at basic and AIT was the weather. Like, I feel like things wouldn't be that bad if the weather wasn't bad. It was a little it was getting to the springtime when I went to AIT. So I graduated basic in March. So I went from March to May in AIT, and it was hot. Like, I feel like I was in Houston. Like, it was very hot, and it would be hot, and then it would pour down rain and like about to flood, and I ain't never seen flooding that much in my life. So it was just irritating me. What else? AIT, nothing was bad. I have no cons in AIT. School, you do go to school in AIT. I forgot that. I did have a con. School, staying up in the weather would be the hardest part of AIT, because you still gotta wake up and do PT. You know what I'm saying? Like, the PT test was way easier at AIT. Like, if you fail your PT test at AIT, there's something wrong with you, because basic should have prepared you for AIT, because we ran more in basic than we ever did in AIT, but we did PT every day in AIT. Like, you fail your PT test, you taking remedial PT, but I never failed my PT test. I became to do stuff I ain't never thought I would do at AIT. I became scoring high on my PT test. Like, I was shocked. I was shook that I would even score that much on my PT test at AIT. I was like, girl, I can run 2 miles in 15 minutes. What's going on? Like, I was so confused. Like, I'm telling y'all. So that was good. You get weekend passes at AIT where you can be on post, and then the last weekend you there, you can go off post. So that was cool. So every weekend you be like, let me get my stuff together so I can go see my battles. You know, I can go to the PX, see my battles. So basically the PX is like I'm on, but on military bases. That's the best way I can like translate it for y'all. But yeah, so my also be like, Yeah, we had the big, like they had a small PX and then they had a big PX. So we'd be like, where y'all going? Small PX, a big PX. So we'd be like, oh, big PX. Okay, then we go to the small PX. There's gyms on post. Yeah, they had nice stuff. I was that soldier at AIT. Don't be this soldier. I was blowing cash, baby. Have you ever seen a crowd going ape shit? That was me. I was blowing super duper. Like, I was money bag, yo. Like, I was money bag Liddy at AIT. Like, I ain't look at, this the first time in my life, after I joined the military, it's the first time in my life I stopped looking at price tags. I'm ordering food left and right like I'm a lunatic. Don't be that soldier. Stack. That's the best way to stack because they do everything for you. Like, yeah, like it's cool to eat, you know, every weekend, treat yourself. That's cool, but unnecessary stuff. Like, I remember I was buying makeup. We could wear makeup, but like, why was I buying makeup? Like, why was I buying makeup? Don't be like me. Don't be that soldier. But other than that, AIT was cool. I was so sad. Like, you get so sad after you like get done with all your training. Like when you in your training, you're like, dang, I gotta do base training in 10 weeks and I gotta do another 8 weeks at AIT. So that means I'm doing 18 weeks in the military, in a TRADOC, in a training environment. Because TRADOC is like a training environment. But when you get out, like the first time I got to my duty station, I was like, bruh, like nobody wakes you up. You know what I'm saying? You don't really, you still have formation and stuff like that, but if you late, that's on you. If you fail your PT test, that's on you. You know, in basic AIT, your drill sergeants are motivating you, yelling at you. It's not like you get used to it, but it's kind of like you used to getting everything done. Like them telling you this is how your day gonna be. I remember the first weekend I was here, I was like, I don't know what to do on the weekends. Like, they done fucked around and got me too much time and too much, you know, free time and too much leeway. Like, I was so confused. But now I'm at my duty station. I'm stationed at Fort Bliss, El Paso. I'm from Houston, so yes, I got stationed back in my same state. And I know everybody be like, that's all right, I'm not going out of music. It's not. It's 10 hours, and it's a 2-hour flight. And I still got to pay $300-something for a round flight, and I'm in my state. So I'm mad. Like, Texas, what's going on? But I do like my duty station. I do like my job. There's some days I be like, because people ask me, do you like the Army? And yes, I like the Army. I have my days where I wake up and be like, man, what am I doing this? Man, I could be at home. But I'm literally getting money to do my job. Like, I'm literally getting money to just live on base and just do what they tell me to do. You feel me? So I really can't complain at the end of the day. I have no regrets. I'm happy I joined. I met some amazing people and that we like this. And I met people from my city, literally from my city. I met people that know people I know. Like, I can't lose, you feel me? Like, my future is set. I have a career. If I want to make this career, I'm not sure. Everybody's asking me, you want to make this career? Let me do my first term first. Maybe I have one more Army contract in me, and then I get out. I do see myself being like a drill sergeant or something like that, but we'll see how that goes. I don't know. Let me do my first 3 years. Let me deploy a little bit, and then I'll see if I like it or not. But ultimately, no, I do not regret joining the military. Yes, I am happy I joined. Yes, I had the best time of my life. No, I have no regrets. Did I just say that? I think I just said it. I'm going to be coming at y'all with the videos because, you know, I be saying, like, I should vlog because, yeah, I done tried so many stuff. Like, I done did so much stuff, and I'm just 19. I left my parents' house at 19. Like, I would never think that I would. I'm spoiled. I get whatever I want. So, me leaving my parents' house on my own at 19, I never even fathomed this, y'all. So, I am going to start vlogging. I am going to give y'all military videos and stuff like that. I need to because I be bored. And why not? I always wanted to do YouTube. I tried dabbling a little bit, but I never had like a camera that really just, you know, stuck with me. I'm going to invest in one though. Because right now I'm doing this off my phone, but people like when I say, people like my advice. So that's my basic training AIT experience. It all depends on you. Stay motivated. It all depends on, you know, your aspiration, your motivation. Like, stay motivated. Like, stay motivated. That's the one thing I can say. Stay motivated. I should take my own advice. When I'm feeling down, I should just watch my own YouTube videos. Because what? Stay motivated. Y'all, stay motivated. For real.